All right, welcome everybody. We're just getting ready to get this match kicked off. Round 7 action. It's hard to believe we're 7 weeks into this Valorant season. Our lineup is DC Fuse, El Guapo, Ash Plays Over, Agent Tech, Happy Archer, and DC Fuse. So just working on getting our friends from Ackworth up here and into the channel, and then we'll get this thing started here in just hopefully a few minutes. Like I said, should be a great match. This is the second round of the playoffs. We lost our first round, so we're kind of in the consolation round. But either way, should be a lot of fun play. This was our inaugural season of Valorant, so we learned a lot through the process. So let us finish getting stuff set up here. Hopefully just should be a couple minutes, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Boop
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you, Nice, go, group in, now, push in, we don't have to good. Good game. Good.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are just getting ready to drop into this match. So we've got, again, our Hanover Horde taking on the Acworth Valkyrie from Acworth, Georgia. Should be a really fun match. So PC4, that is Ash Plays. PC7 up top, going to be playing Raze. So that is Agent Tech. Sova's going to be played by PC3 El Guapo. Omen's going to be played by DC Fuse, PC2. And Phoenix is going to be played by Kid MDK. Happy Archer is not going to be able to play today. So this is the setup that we have for our teams. And Sage is who Ash Plays is going to play with today. So we're playing Breeze. Looking forward to this match. Looking forward to seeing how this goes. We have all remote players today, so should be interested to see how this plays out. Because they're remote, we do have their video, but we don't have any game sound. So it's going to be just listen to my silvery, silky tones for a voice. But should be a lot of fun. It's been a kind of an up and down season for the Horde. We started out 0-2, won our next two, and since then we lost our last match, so we're a little bit below 500. Looking to right the ship here these next couple of weeks and get back up above 500 or at or above 500. So we are in the second round of playoffs because we lost the first round. We're in kind of the second tier level bracket at this point. So we're getting this thing started. We're in the bye phase, and here we go into the actual fight. All right, so it looks like I think we picked defense first. So the opposing team will have the spike. We'll be trying to get the spike from them or defend against them planting the spike or defusing the spike. So a couple of nice eliminations there by the Horde. Couple early round picks gives us a 5-3 advantage. Another elimination, 4-2, DC Fuse. Nice elimination there. DC Fuse does get taken out there, so we're about 3-2 in favor of the Horde. Doesn't look like they've planted the spike as of yet, though. Just need to chase down this last player, make sure we don't let Ackworth clutch this thing up. This game's all about really angles and really strategic positioning because it's very unforgiving. Quick eliminations. Looks like they have their eyes on the opposing player. Looks like they're setting up for movement against it. And they're just like that, Kid MDK gets the last elimination, and the Horde take round one. So a good first round. Just want to give a quick shout out to our friends from Acworth, Georgia. They always fun to play with. Always real respectful team. Really fun. Been having them in the league and playing with them. And as with all the teams in XP League, we wish them good luck. Have fun. All right, so buy phase. This is where you can buy different weapons, buy different capabilities, depending on which character you have, and then you move into the actual round play. So here we go. Certain amount of time. I think it's like a minute 40 or a minute 45 seconds. You have to either plant the spike and that time expire, or defeat the opposing team. Or if you're defending, in the terms of what the Horde is doing right now, they need to eliminate the opposing team or defuse the spike if it's planted by the opposing team. So it's kind of a little play on the old capture the flag type thing. And if you look along the top, you can see the number of players on each team. Just like you see up top, Kid MDK just got an elimination on one of the opposing player, which happens to be the spike carrier. But eliminations traded on both sides with Agent Tech getting taken down. So even match here, 3-3. Each one of these characters have different capabilities. You can see like these fire, these visual sight capabilities, being able to see through walls at this point. Unlike a lot of other games also, you can shoot through certain walls in this game. So if you know a character is trying to pie a corner, you can shoot through the wall and potentially take them out. So still 3-3. Both teams doing a good job of avoiding each other. The spike has been planted, so the opposing team, Acworth, the Valkyries, planted the spike. Sansa Simp did get an elimination there for the Horde, so it is 3-2, but we still have to work our way toward the spike and either eliminate the other team. Well, we have to eliminate the other team and also defuse the spike before the time runs out. So you need to make their way over there quickly. Looks like, yeah, they did find it. Looks like they're defusing it at this point, and they won. So good job to the Horde. They've won round 2. They're up 2-0. All right, so again, here in the bye phase, the more you defeat the opposing team, the more you win, the more economy you get, the more basically money you get to purchase weapons and purchase capabilities. So if you win round after round after round, it really helps you accumulate that economy and allows you to get bigger, better weapons and capabilities. So you can really go on pretty good runs by winning rounds and getting lots of eliminations. You can also pick up weapons, and there's little orbs you can pick up throughout the map that add to that capability and your weapons haul. So lots of strategy in terms of how and when to purchase weapons and what kind of loadout you want to go with. All right, so it is early round eliminations by both sides. That's going to even things up 4-4. Elimination there by Kid MDK gets taken out, so it's 3-3, 2-3. Wow, Ash gets taken out. So Ackworth is on a tear here. They take out Agent Tech as well. So just one player remaining here for the Horde. So see if he can clutch this up. Using that little arrow, he's got a little drone there where he can also scout out. You can see him kind of scouting the enemy position. He does have eyes on him. Ooh, but just like that, they shoot across the map and half the lead here. So it is a 2-1 lead for the Horde. Good job by Ackworth on that round. They got a couple early round eliminations, and the Horde were unable to recover from it. So. All right, back to the bye phase. Again, this is our inaugural season of Valorant, so we've definitely learned a lot about what it's going to take. You can play open matches, you can play competitive matches, but nothing really prepares you for what the level of competition is going to be when we do go into an XP League Overwatch season. So I think we've all learned a lot through this process, coaches, players, and everyone alike. So usually it takes a couple seasons to really figure out what it takes to kind of win in this league at this level of play. And the level of play is only going to get better season in, season out. And each one of our players here have definitely improved a lot. I'd love to hear them talk and communicate during the matches and kind of coordinate. Kid MDK gets a nice elimination there to even the things up. It's a 4-4. Oh, but another quick elimination there by Ash Plays. Kid MDK takes out one. DC Fuse takes out one. Quickly flips the script, and now it's a 3-2 advantage for the Horde. 3-1. Kid MDK gets another elimination. And with the elimination there by Kid MDK, he gets his, I think, fourth elimination there. That is going to give them the win on this fourth round. So 3-1 lead here for the Horde heading into round 5. So the way these rounds work is there are 12 rounds that take place, and then the teams will flip sides, which means since the Horde is currently on defense, they'll flip to offense, and they'll be the ones planning the spike after 12 rounds. So let's say the score is 6-6. At that point, they would flip sides. The other aspect of it is 13 points wins. So the first one to 13 total points wins regardless of how many rounds. And then you also need to win by 2. So this could potentially keep going and going. There's only been a couple matches so far that have gone that far. But it has happened. DC Fuse gets a couple of nice eliminations there, but follows up. He gets taken out. Agent Tech, nice elimination there against the Acworth teams to make this thing a 3-2 match. Kid MDK gets another elimination. Agent Tech gets his second elimination, and that's going to be a quick win there for the Horde. Good job. That was a lot of early round eliminations to make that a very quick round. So 4-1 lead here for the Horde. So lots of different weapons and capabilities in this match. You can see them switch between swords and knives from time to time. You can move a lot more stealthy and quicker with the knives out versus having the weapons out. And all different types of weapons in the top left, you can see PC7. Agent Tech has that, they call it the Lego gun. I'm not sure what the real name is, but that's what they call it. You can see it's bright and colorful. Each weapon has, you know, a lot of different capabilities in terms of its ability to shoot, its rounds per minute, how stably it shoots, accuracy from a distance, whether it's a spray and pray weapon or more of a hit scan type weapon. All right, so traded eliminations there. Agent Tech gets elimination. Ash Plays gets taken out. Kid MDK gets taken out. Agent Tech gets another elimination, so this thing's tied 3-3. DC Fuse gets a limb right there. 3-2 advantage Horde. So this map is Breeze. I think the majority of matches this year we've played on Ascent, so it's nice to see a little bit different of a map choice here. Looks like they might have kind of bracketed where the opposing team is. Again, it's the opposing team's responsibility to put the spike down. There's a quick elimination on Agent Tech to even this thing out, 2-2. Looks like Sans the Simp gets an elimination there. So that is going to give the Horde a slight advantage here. 2-1 advantage. Let's see if they can close this thing out. Find that remaining player before they can plant the spike. Ooh, Sans the Simp gets taken down. So just one player remaining for the Horde. 1v1. Spike's been planted. Oh, and then the counterfire to take out DC Fuse, and Ackworth's going to fight back with that one. Nice clutch up by that last remaining player. That's going to give to put the Acworth within 2, 4-2 advantage Horde. All right, back to the buy phase. So quiet in here, not having any of the gamers in center to play with us. So again, I apologize you're having to listen to my voice and listen to me breathe, but I don't have any game sound. I just have them sharing their screens through Discord. So here we are into the match, 5-5. Both teams start out with 5 players. Looks like they got their eyes on. Oh, DC Fuse gets taken out. Early round elimination there for Ackworth, so good job. Agent Tech gets elimination. You can see blasted just as they were right around that corner in the top left. So good play there. He's been on a tear. Kid MDK gets elimination. Sans the Simp gets taken out. Agent Tech gets taken out. So 3-2 advantage Ackworth. They quickly flipped the script on that one. A couple quick elimination. Ash Plays gets taken out by Acworth. One remaining player for the Horde. So 1v3 definitely makes it tough. You have to imagine they're working their way towards the spike plant location. So the spike has been planted, so it's going to have to be a flurry of fire. He's going to have to take out the opposing team and defuse the spike, which is going to make this really hard, but he's going to have to go and be aggressive and just make it happen. Let's see if he can clutch this up. You can see him pulling that knife out because it lets him move quickly, switches over to his weapon. I think he's got an idea where the spike is planted at this point because he's moving from one side of the map to the other. So Hanover with the 4-2 lead at this point, but looking really good for Acworth at this point as that spike timer is going down, and that spike timer was eliminated. He chose not to let himself get defeated and give up his weapon, kind of succumbed that one, gave that one to Ackworth. Strategic move there because a 1v3 with a spike plan already done. You have to imagine they had that spike thoroughly flanked, and the ability to pretty much take out whoever that last remaining Horde member was pretty easily. So nice strategic decision there. And now it is a 4-3 lead for the Hanover, with Acworth fighting their way back into this thing. All right, back into the next round, 5v5. Looks like they're moving a little bit more methodically this time. Ooh, Sans the Simp gets taken out. I believe that's El Guapo's gamer tag. Good elimination there by Agent Tech. DC Fuse gets taken out though, so this is a 4v3 Ackworth advantage. Good elimination there by Kid MDK. Oh, and just like that, Agent Tech and Ash Plays get taken out. Quick suggestion. I think it's just MDK remaining. 1v2. Oh, and moving his way towards the spike, he got picked off. They had Overwatch over that position. And that's, again, pretty slim odds once that spike is planted and you're only one player remaining. To clutch that up is really difficult. So good job to Ackworth. Fight their way back into this thing. At one point, the Horde had a 2-point lead, but Ackworth fought back this last couple rounds and tied this thing up 4-4. So just making some adjustments here. All right, so we are getting into the next round. Oh, good early elimination there by the Acworth to make it a 5-4 advantage. Them. Elimination on El Guapo gets taken out, so 5-3 advantage Ackworth. DC Fuse does get elimination there, though, so nice job. Lots of fires being exchanged here. They have eyes on. Kid MDK gets a nice long-range elimination there. Even this up, I should say. 3-3. Ooh, Ash Plays gets taken out. 3-2 advantage Ackworth at this point. Kid MDK follows it up with another elimination. You can see the spike is planted. Kid MDK is going to try to get on the zone here, but he's quickly picked off. DC Fuse does get elimination. It's a 1v1. We'll see if DC Fuse can defuse this thing. He cannot. Ackworth comes back and gets him as he's trying to defuse that spike, and they are going to go up 5-4. So Ackworth's been doing a really good job quickly moving to the plant zone. Planting that spike early, it's making the Horde respond, and they're getting picked off one by one as they move towards that spike. So I think that indicates the Horde might need to move into the plant zone a little bit quicker, identify where they're at, and keep them from getting the early spikes. Again, just all part of the strategy, the back and forth that takes place here on a kind of week-to-week and a match-to-match basis. So Acworth decided to plant quickly, and it's to their benefit. And if the Horde guess wrong in terms of zone, they're really behind the times in terms of speed. Ash Plays gets taken out there. Kid MDK gets taken out. DC Fuse gets taken out, not before taking out one himself. 4-2 advantage Ackworth. There goes Agent Tech. One player remaining, and just like that, wow, quick elimination. El Guapo gets taken out, and that is going to give the Ackworth a 6-4 advantage. So they've won the last 4 rounds. It was a 4-2 advantage for the Horde, and the Ackworth has just been on a tear these last 4 rounds, really playing nicely against this Horde team. This Horde team needs to kind of get together here and decide how they're going to change up their strategy, because obviously they're playing right into the hands of the Acworth game. So buy phase and moving right into the next step of this. You can see in the top right corner, El Guapo shot his recon arrow in there. You can see they coming through. He does have some eyes on. Get some nice shots there. So El Guapo gets an elimination. Agent Tech gets an elimination. Oh, Kid MDK, Agent Tech, DC Fuse down. Quick succession. That's going to give the Ackworth a 3-2 advantage. So it seems like these bodies stack really quickly. Another elimination on El Guapo there. That's going to make it a 1v3 situation again. Them with planting the spike. That really puts them in a good spot to be able to defend this and put up another point. The spike has been planted. We'll see if they decide to push in here or if he's just going to wait this one out in order to save his weapons for the next round. Doesn't look like he's going to make it there in time, and he's not. That's going to be another loss, and Acworth's going to go up 7-4. So last round before it swapped, like I said, 12 rounds. We swap, we flip sides, and then the Horde will be responsible for putting the spike in, and Ackworth will be responsible for defending against the spike plant. So pretty good even match here so far. The Horde started out strong, but it's been nothing but Ackworth for the last 5 rounds, as they've really just done a good job figuring out what the strategy of the Horde is and countering it almost perfectly. Ash Plays gets taken out there. Kid MDK taken out. So it's a 5v3. Ooh, Agent Tech, long range elimination, DC Fuse, 1v5. And just like that, a flawless victory for Ackworth to finish out the first round. Defense did not go well for the Horde there. For those first 12 rounds, it's a 4-8 advantage to Ackworth at this point. So like I said last round, now we are into the attack phase. We are attacking. Ackworth is defending. We'll see if this helps the Horde out here. It is pretty clear Ackworth figured out what the Horde was doing in trying to defend against the spike. But this is a totally different kind of game style when you're switching from setting the spike to defending against the spike. So with the Horde setting the spike this time, let's see how this one plays out. Buy phase, like always, buy your weapons, buy your capabilities. Once that clock goes to 0, it's game on. Move towards the objective, try to plant your spike, and try to either eliminate the other team or keep them from defusing your spike. You see PC3, El Guapo shooting that recon arrow out there. That's going to give them indication whether anybody's out there. They'll be able to see those opposing players through that recon scan. Couple good eliminations there by the Horde. Agent Tech and El Guapo get some eliminations. Agent Tech, though, gets taken out trying to come around that corner. Looks like he put his shots on target, but not quite enough before he's taken out. So, but it is a 4v2 advantage. Kid MDK gets that next round elimination. Spike has been planted, so they just need to defend against this last player or let that timer count down. Can't imagine they're going to push too hard against a 4v1 spike plant, but we'll see. It's been known to happen. They do have that in the sights. Oh, DC Fuse gets taken out. Kid MDK gets taken out, so they're not giving up on this yet. That spike timer is going down quickly, though. They just need to defend the spike until it's fully expired, and there it goes as it expires before they're able to eliminate. But nicely done by whoever that is playing. For Ackworth to take out a couple of the Horde members there. Again, it causes them to build some economy. It costs the weapons that the Horde members may have had if their teammates weren't able to pick them up. So good couple eliminations, even if it wasn't looking like they were going to be able to secure the spike and win the round. So advantage still with the Ackworth team, but Hanover picks up a point. So 8-5, advantage Ackworth. Buy phase is over, 5v5, going into round 14, I guess. Quick math, you have to apologize. All right, Agent Tech, nice elimination, pie in the corner, left-hand side there. Looks like Agent Tech has eyes on. Good job. El Guapo tries to get that elimination, but Kid MDK does pick it up. So that's going to give him a 4v3 advantage. They're planting the spike. The spike is planted. Let's see if they can defend this. You know, whoever is playing that Jet character from Ackworth is really a sound player. They probably have the predominant. You see, they took out Ash Plays Over. 2v1 now. 1v1. That Jet player is just dominant. I don't know who that is for Ackworth, but they cleared out. It looked like the Horde had the advantage. Spike was planted. But Ackworth's going to get there and be able to defuse and clutch that thing up. Wow. Excellent play. So that's something that they need to be considerate of, how accurate and how well that Jet player is playing from the Acworth team. Maybe call out their position and be really hesitant to jump out there and take them out on a 1v1. You might have to mash your fires against that player because they are super accurate and super quick with the trigger. Very small margin for error for the Horde when dealing with that player. All right, back to the buy phase. 9-5 advantage Ackworth at this point. Again, 5v5 each round. Pass the spike there between the two players. Now it looks like it's El Guapo that has the spike, shooting his recon arrow there in the top right-hand corner. Exchanging fires. Agent Tech gets taken out there. 5v4, advantage to Ackworth. 5v3. Ackworth has the advantage here. Horde doing a good job here moving together, though. Let's see if they can stack up some eliminations there. Moving their way from one zone to the other. Hoping they can beat the opposing team to the zone and plant the spike. You can see the opposing team looks like they were already there. They got some stuff planted. El Guapo is going to shoot his arrow, see if he can get he does have eyes on. They do manage to get the spike planted here, but not before El Guapo gets taken out. Ash Plays gets taken out. DC Fuse gets taken out. And that's going to do it. They just need to defuse the spike here, which they're going to do, and that's going to give the Ackworth team a 10-5 advantage. All right, so back to the buy phase. All right, this is a best of 13. Agent Tech gets taken out through that wall there. Good job by Ash Plays to get that elimination. Kid MDK gets taken out, though. El Guapo gets taken out. DC Fuse does get a nice elimination there, but it's a 1v3. He was able to police up the spike there and move out of the zone where all the bodies were laying. So it looks like he's going to try to move himself across this map safely. See if he can make it. You can clutch these up. Oh, but he's quickly taken out. And that's going to give Ackworth their 11th point. Back to buy phase. So it is best of 13. So Hanover's going to have to start stacking some wins here if they want to get back in this fight. You can't let it get too far ahead of you because then desperation starts to kick in. There are a couple quick three eliminations by, again, that Jet player. That is just a really solid player. Ash Plays gets taken over. It's a 5v1. Not many odds on, not very good odds with Agent Tech getting taken out there. That is going to give Ackworth their 12th point and match point, which means if they win one more round, they win the match, unless Hanover is able to fight back, at least get within 2, and then drive these matches to overtime. But they need to win out here to even think about getting back into this fight. Let's see how they do. Right, match point. So spike's been planted. It's a nice early spike plant there for the Horde. So a little bit change in strategy. I think they were waiting a little bit longer previously to plant that spike. Now they can move into kind of defensive mode, wait for the other team to come to them. I mean, part of it is a guessing game. Part of it is trying to get into position. DC Fuse, though, gets taken out. Trading eliminations on both sides. Wow, just like that. There were 6 bodies eliminated. 2v1 advantage for the Horde there. Agent Tech gets that last elim, though, and that's going to give them points. Good round comeback there for the Horde, 12-6. So I think that's the key. Hopefully guess correctly, get to zone, plant that spike, set up defense, and wait for the other team to come to you. But easier said than done, I know. So it's not that simple. It's a guessing game. It's moving tactically. It's hoping the opposing team isn't guessing you're moving to the same zone they are. So 1,000 things can go right, 1,000 things can get wrong, and these matches can go really quickly, as you saw there. I think over half the players for each team were eliminated within about a 2 or 3 second period. Guapo shooting his recon arrow across there, just like that. He counterfire with some capability. Guapo does get a nice elimination on an opposing player there. So it's going to give him a 5-3 advantage with another elimination there by, it looks like, Kid MDK. So Horde's looking in pretty good shape here. Looks like they're going to be able to plant this spike. It is planted. They are playing defense here, though. They got to watch that Jet character, though. Actually, it looks like that Jet character may have already been eliminated. So that is really, the key component. DC Fuse gets elimination. If they're able to take that Jet character out early, they're definitely a different team. Whoever that is really a solid player. So 5v1 advantage for the Horde here. Just waiting for this last player. It looks like they're trying to work their way around to chase him down versus to wait, but they may actually wait this one out with a 5v1, and lead as sizable as it is. They decided best just to kind of wait and hide that one out. It's probably a smart tactical move. They just need to win one more match unless the Horde's able to get within 2 points here. So they have that advantage and can use that strategy against us. All right, so 12-7. Horde's doing a good job fighting back into this one, winning the last 2 rounds. So it's good to see. Let's see if they can start to stack these wins. All right, moving in here. See if they can do another early spike plant. See if they guess correctly on the zone. Ooh, couple eliminations there. Agent Tech, Ash Plays, Kid MDK, all taken out. So it's a 3v2, 3v1. But a couple nice eliminations. That Sans the Simp. El Guapo gets 3 eliminations to make this thing a game, but he gets taken out. And Ackworth is going to win this one. GG's to our friends over at Acworth. Good game to our players here. on the Horde. Hard-fought match. They started out really strong. Ackworth just battled back. I think they won like 6 or 7 matches in a row before the Horde got a counter one. Ackworth won a couple more, and the Horde started to push. Stacked up a couple more wins before Ackworth came back and put up their 13th point. So good game, good match. We go into our last week of the playoffs. We'll probably drop down to the lower bracket, but that's okay. Again, good learning season for all of us here. Loss, but a good fought match and good, well played by teams from both sides. So thanks for tuning in. Come on right back after this at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. We have Rocket League. At 4 and 5, we have Fortnite, and at 6 and 7, we have Overwatch. So if you like esports, today is your day to watch our channel. We'll come back for those matches after this. Thanks for tuning in.